Morning. We play with the Arizona Cardinals, a team which is coming off 2 wins, an outstanding win against Houston, in which Cromartie makes the interception, puts the ball in the end zone at 28-21, and they hold off on the goal line stand, 3 snaps from the 1-yard line to get the win. Against Seattle, a team they admittedly aim towards because it's in the division, and Seattle's won the division quite a few years. They played exceptionally well. I mean, they had 14 points on the board before the ball was ever in Seattle's hands, 17 points in the first quarter, and that was pretty much it. So they're coming off 2 wins. They're playing well. Their defense is 1 in the league against the run. Their offense is 6th in the league against the pass. They have good return people. As you've seen, the kicking game is strong. They've given up some punt returns against, but they're a solid team, and of course they're the team that represented the NFC in the Super Bowl. Questions? It's probably based primarily on how they play. Ball's in the air a lot. Playing very well. Well, I think that their front is very good. They're playing well together. They're physical. They're penetrating. They're just playing good defense. They're running to the ball. They're pressuring the quarterback. The secondary seems to be playing well. The 2 corners are holding up real good. Well, it's a different style. There's no doubt. It's a different style. Kurt is having a real good year. He's throwing the ball very well. All 4 receivers are involved. I mean, the tight end's involved. The back, Hightower's the 3rd leading receiver. Got excellent distribution. The numbers are spread around real good. Ball's coming out. Sure, it's always coachable. It's always coachable. You challenge them to be in the right place, see the ball better. You have a sense for the ball and where the ball is and exactly where the defender is, what the defender is going to do. You can't just play his eyes. You have to play his hands and the way in which he prepares himself when the ball comes. You have to study those things and see those things. And there's always improvement. There's always coaching involved. And we're going to do a better job of that this week. Very good. That's actually how he gained so much notoriety a year ago, and rightfully so, the way he played and the way he went up for the ball and the way he utilized his size and his strength to go get the ball, which he still does. And I think there's great knowledge between the quarterback and the receiver. If you see the ball that was thrown the other day, Breston, Kurt threw it up high, and he's probably the only one that could get it. He went up and got it in the end zone. So there's good knowledge there of the individual receivers, where the ball has to be thrown, and what he expects out of them when the ball arrives. Yes, I mean, I don't see any reason why, we played all 3 of them last week. We'll do the same this week. But basically, they'll start out the same in the sub package, as you saw. I mean, he's out there. Yeah, it wasn't a very good practice Wednesday. Just in the execution wasn't there. Some balls went over our head, things of that nature. And it's not just reflective. I mean, that was called to our attention on Wednesday. Post-practice meeting was about that. No, we're not accepting that. Mediocrity is not acceptable. Yeah, they're both going to try it. They're going to be limited. Kareem's going to try to go. And if he gives us a few snaps, that'll be good. Did okay. You know, I mean, he's a young, talented kid that just needs to play. And, you know, in this particular game, Snee was next to him, so he could help him. Well, obviously, at this point, it hasn't been, you know, he was injured. Then you do have a numbers situation, particularly in terms of your special teams allotment. And we'd like to see him advanced, obviously. I think he is a player, and he's going to be a physical guy that can help us down the road. And we would like to move in that direction, but we have to deal game in and game out with what our situations are, what our needs are, how our numbers are going to come down. Mm-hmm. Well, you always think that. You know, we're very much, in need of all three phases to play well together. And I'm talking about on defense, the front, the backers, and the back end. But we need the pressure. We need to be there for the quarterback. Some of the stuff that they did was off play action, which, you know, necessarily isn't a reaction right away by the up front people in terms of its pass. So there's a combination of reasons. It's not just because we weren't trying to get there. They only had 46 snaps. Just a dominating game by the other team. Yeah, but he comes right back to it. No, I don't think so. I mean, you'd say it happened, you know, a couple of weekends in a row, but he's strong, and he's strong in the weight room. He comes right back. I don't think there's any vulnerability there. At least I hope not. He's a good player, catches it. Obviously showing the ability to run. He's big, he's fast, he's strong. Well, he's good. He's an attentive young guy that wants to be good. Anybody that wants to be good is willing to pay the price I normally like. You know, there's no boot on right now. He's taking a bunch of the jog-through reps. I would imagine they'll put it on him for practice. But right now, he's not wearing one. He's in the jog-through, and he's going through that process. He's not going to practice, but, you know, he's getting some of the mental reps. No, he's doing well. I'm looking for that, you know, the final physical piece to that. Hopefully that'll take place this week. Got a few things he's still got to prove. Talk to him about the interception. He takes full responsibility, like he always does. He was about that, I think, but hey, there was good reason to be frustrated on Sunday. Not just him. I wouldn't make a big deal out of that. Try to get more responsibility out of your quarterback. You try to make sure that he, you know, and he's done a good job of that. He's worked hard with those guys, and I think there was, for whatever reason, the communication wasn't as solid as it should have been. That's what frustrated him, not the player. It was just the fact he couldn't get the message across to him. Okay, thank you.